My name is Eugene E. Jones Jr. I'm the author of Housing Humans. Little do people know is that I did not aspire to write a book this quickly, but it just came to me after I left Chicago. I had an epiphany one day and said, you know what, I think I need to put a legacy down on paper so at least my kids understand what I've done for the last 35 years as they have been included in those 35 years. But I want them to know that, hey, this is something I dedicated my life. Public housing, social housing, something I wanted to give back to the community and do things being in a position of authority and power that I can house people. I can get people off the streets. I can do those things that other people can't do. How do you get other community organizations to believe in your direction, in your mission, and to get them to get people off the street to provide housing, affordable housing, and quality of life issues. I think I had a wonderful opportunity. My dad was in the United States Air Force. We traveled all over the world. Most of the places we've been to was in the United States. But the highlight of probably being a kid, 12, 13 years old, is going to Tokyo, Japan. And then seeing different walks of life. We had Japanese, we had Koreans, we had every walk of life in Japan that we were going to a school, and we get to mesh all these different complexities, all these different types of ethnic backgrounds and so forth. And so it made me grow as a person, saying that, you can't discriminate because everyone's in the same kind of boat that you're in. And so that really started, my thought process and so forth. I think the structure of the military, the structure from what I learned from my dad and so forth, and in the Air Force or in the military, it's black and white. There's no gray area. Either you do it this way, you do it, or you don't do it that way. The military is not for everyone, but it's for most of these young kids because they need some type of structure. They need some type of team environment. They teach you management skills. They teach you supervisory skills. They just bring you all together and say, hey, look, you can't be one, you got to be a team. And that's how you can be successful in your life. And I guess that's what motivated me. I've always stressed team for my staff and so forth. Team, team, team. When I wrote the book, I was sitting here thinking about, I said, gosh, you've done a lot of great things over your career. You did some amazing things. You did some things that were okay. You did some things that made people happy. I was sincere about what I did. And that's why I wanted to write this book, to put that down on paper and say how you can make things work the right way instead of the wrong way. How you can get people involved who've never been involved before, who you can get them interested. Hey, I didn't know anything housing was like this. I didn't know public housing was right behind my street. The title that I wrote the book from, Housing Humans, came from sitting around and thinking about Abraham Maslow. I mean, in college, you don't think about psychology. It's a elective that you have to do and so forth. And so, listen to Maslow about self-actualization and so forth gave me that opportunity and say, hey, look, this is really what it's about people, about human beings that want to do something, that want to be a part of something. And how do you make them a part of something and have them take credit and take accountability? And Housing Humans was a perfect title for that.